Let's analyze the stock market trading session for today, Wednesday, April 13, 2022. This is the daily chart of the S&P 500. For the record, I am long the S&P 500 via the UPRO ETF. Why did I buy today? It was a very bullish day, reversal day, back above the 50-day moving average, and it closed just under the 5-day moving average. Very constructive price action. Let's take a look at the 5-minute chart. So this is a 5-minute chart. It opened kind of flattish, quick bounce, pull back, and it trended higher pretty much all day long. Closed very strong near the high of the day. This is where I bought when the S&P 500 was around 44.35 when it made a new intraday high. Now back to the daily chart. Currently my stop loss is under yesterday's low. So dips below that, my order will automatically get executed and I'll take my loss. However, really, if it dips below today's low, very high probability that I will liquidate my position. It shouldn't even get under the 50-day moving average. If this bounce is real, if it's strong, it shouldn't even get under the 50-day moving average. I'm only bought half a position with the intention of adding to my position once we get above at least the 5-day moving average. But we'll see. It's very difficult for me to anticipate where I'm going to be adding to my position as we still have lots of overhead resistance. This area around 40, right under 4,500, you have the 10-day moving average, the 20, and the 200-day moving average. I'm not going to anticipate anything. I'm just going to play a session by session, and if I see a good setup, I will add to my position. Now for the Nasdaq 100, same as the S&P 500, very constructive bullish price action. So for the record, I am long the Nasdaq 100 via the TQQQ ETF. This one, same as the S&P 500, is just close right around the 5-day moving average. I bought half of a position. My stop loss is below yesterday's low. That's where my stop loss is. Dips below that, it will automatically execute. However, if this is a strong bounce, it shouldn't even get under 14,000, but we'll see. I will not add to my position until we get at least above the 50-day moving average. Now it's finding resistance around the 5, pushes above that, above this level, I will consider adding to my current position. I hope it takes another session or two before it pushes back above that level. So this is a 5-minute chart. Just in case you're curious, this is where I bought. Right up here. Around the same time when I bought the S&P 500. Now for the semiconductor index, strong day also. This one closed around the 5-day moving average. It looks like this support was very strong. That was a level back here also. This one will really get bullish, more bullish, once it gets above 3150. I'll be watching that level, and it really depends on the behavior of how fast or how much momentum it has once it pushes above this level, and I will consider buying going long. This one had the biggest drop. Look at the magnitude of this drop. So therefore, I think this one has a potential of a bigger bounce, but that's not necessarily always the case. It just has a potential. And like I said, if it pushes above 3150, I will consider adding, not adding, going long. For the Dow Jones Industrial Average, this one is very choppy. One of the reasons why I don't really trade the Dow Jones Industrial Average. Look how many times it dipped below the 50-day moving average. And it's just not very constructive and is back above, yeah, it's very bullish day. Is back above the 50-day moving average, above the 5, and is pushing around the 10-day moving average. It is still in that range we're looking at around, say, here, but it's still under big resistance. So really hasn't really done anything. Very difficult to say is bullish or bearish. It's just in that trading range. So I'm just going to watch it for now. But it looks like it really wants to go higher. That's big resistance here, the 20 and the 10. Major resistance up here around the 35,000 level. Pushes above that and it can really get going. Now for the Russell 2000, this one has been stronger than the other indices. Look, it finished way above the 5-day moving average and it tagged the 50-day moving average. And this level has been tagged about 3 times before. If you look at the 5-minute chart, let's take a look at the 5-minute chart. Take that back. The 15-minute chart, look at that level. My line is not very straight, but you get the point. Look at that level. It's been tagged 1, 2, 3, and today was a 4th time. So that is very strong. And back to the daily chart, if it pushes above that level, it can quickly, I don't think it's going to have a problem trading above the 10-day moving average. If that's the case, really the only resistance above that will be the 20-day moving average. But this one is looking very strong. Thanks for stopping by and good luck trading tomorrow.